Welcome back to my channel. Dave Lowe here, bringing you another video that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Okay, I know how difficult watercolour can be, and in particular for me, one of my biggest difficulties is getting too caught up with details and trying to get every detail possible on whichever subject I choose. So in this video I'm just going to be doing showing you how to simplify a scene, and I have quite a few tips throughout the video, so if you watch to the end and you can pick up some new tips and ideas and tricks that will help you to improve, to simplify a scene rather than get caught up with all the details. So that's my first tip. So you're going to start by choosing a good reference. So if that's a photograph that you've taken yourself, or even you can look in magazines or newspapers, anything like that. You can use the local libraries just to find some books, some images that you like and that you would like to try out. So you've got to choose a good reference image, something that you're happy with and you'd like to try and paint. Okay, my next tip is, once you've got your reference and you're happy with that, and don't be afraid to change things in your reference. There may be a couple of things that you don't like the look of, or that might not add anything to the scene, or you might just simply want to move things around. If you've got a couple of people in the scene and you think they'd look better on the left hand side, or maybe spaced out a bit more, or take a couple of people out, then that's absolutely fine. That's often referred to as your artistic license. And so it's just having more control and sort of choosing your setup. You may have a reference to go by. So if it's a photograph, you may change things slightly, even down to the colours. There's a few colours in this painting that aren't on the original photograph, but I just thought it'd make more interest, and I'm not really that fussed with colour. So I think colour is probably one of the least important things, in my opinion. You can do a painting of a subject and you don't have to even copy the colours. You can choose whatever colours you like, and so that's my other tip, is using your artistic license. Don't be afraid to change things, and just do as you feel. Do whatever you feel the painting needs as you look at the reference and the painting itself. If you are enjoying this video, then please do give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Also, you can leave a comment in the comment section. If you would like to subscribe, then please feel free to subscribe for watching content like this. I do post each and every week different sort of subjects. So if you do have any subject ideas, or if you want to see something painted, then just drop a comment in the comment section, and I will always answer comments. So I quite like this scene, this photo that I took. You can see it's something I've had for quite some time, and I always did feel it would make a nice painting, but for some reason I just put it off. It's not, the photograph itself is quite blurry. It's not clear, but maybe that's a good thing, because again, I'm not getting caught up in detail, I'm not trying to copy everything exact. So I just thought I'd give this a nice, I thought it'd make a nice scene, and I wanted to have a go at this. So you can see it's a flower studio in the background. There's plenty of flowers. There's a bench with a woman sitting down and a woman sort of walking off the scene. A few shop fronts in the background, and then a couple of gentlemen talking, and so I just stood there to the left hand side. And I quite like the umbrella, the sort of umbrella. It's quite colourful, so I wanted to include that as well. So that's another thing that I wanted to mention. Another tip is, well, we've all heard the saying, practice makes perfect. And with watercolour or painting in general, or any sort of art, there's no exception to that. So really we've got to practice as much as you can. I know we all have different outside commitments, jobs, families, and all sorts of other important and necessary commitments. But if we can just manage 1 or 2 sort of days a week, or half an hour here or there, and it'll help us improve, or just help us escape from our everyday lives, which isn't a bad thing with everything that's going on. And it can be a huge challenge to find time, but this is definitely recommended, and it's a worthwhile practice on our road to improvement. So it's just like anything, learning a language or learning an instrument, it takes time. You've got to put that time in as and when you can. So that's, you just got to do, everyone's got different lives, and I do understand how busy we can be. But as I say, practice makes perfect. Okay, so another tip I just wanted to share with you is just to have fun and enjoy the journey. Don't beat yourself up. It's only a painting. You can always do another one. It's just another piece of paper. So you can always get another piece of paper and start again. It's no major deal. Learn from your mistakes and try and sort of fix them, and that's how you learn, and that's part of the journey. So you just got to enjoy the journey, and you go through highs and lows, you learn things, and that's just the way the medium is. So you can see how simple I've made this scene. I've simplified pretty much everything. It's more of an impression of the reference photograph. So if you look at, I mean, I haven't got the photograph on me to show, but the photograph itself is quite detailed. There's quite a lot to it, quite complex, but I just wanted to get that in a simplest way possible. I just like the way the sun's hitting the people and there's nice sort of contrast in tones. Using white gouache now, white opaque paint, just to pop in some of the highlights. But I do like that, and I think that's one of the nice things about watercolor, is when you have these nice sort of bright sunny days and there's lots of light in the scene. It's quite nice. It's something that watercolor gives you that no other medium does. It sort of has a life of its own. So yeah, just love that in watercolor. And the doorway of this flower studio, I just wanted to add a few highlights in it. It looked a bit sort of dead, so I'm just adding bits of white highlights and shapes and sort of brush marks here and there, just to break the dark parts up and add little highlights and things like that. And that's often something that I do. It's a nice sort of finishing touch. So if you've got anything that you need highlights on or anything like that, then there's nothing wrong with using opaque paint. So this is just a white gouache that I've got, which is quite nice for that effect. So I think I'm quite pleased with this scene. It's nothing too difficult, quite simple in the way it looks. Could I improve? Could I do a better job? Yeah, possibly. Definitely could. But that's not the object. I didn't want to get anything perfect. I didn't want to spend too much time on this painting. So with the time that I used and the way I painted it, going quite loose and quite quick, it gives me the overall sort of effect that the overall appearance, it does affect the way the painting looks. But there we go. That's the painting of the flower studio. Nice and simple. So don't forget, make sure you choose a good reference, something that you're happy with, that you'd like to paint. And you've got to, don't be afraid of changing anything within the scene. You can add things or take things away. And practice. You just keep practicing whenever you can, and that will help you to improve. And then just to enjoy the journey. Learn as you go and enjoy the process, even the mistakes. And that's it. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.